Alright, cool. Well, hello everybody. Welcome to SGL number 26. We've got a heck of a show for you today. We have our four players, our HyperZoot, Midboss, Razielim, and Setz. We're going to be playing Jackie Chan's Action Kung Fu. That's going to be the main game. You'll see 3 matches of that using 2 different goals. And there's going to be 2 matches of mystery games. One of the mystery games has already been revealed to be Kabuki Quantum Fighter. And the second mystery game has not been revealed yet. It'll be revealed after the first match is over. Here's a brief overview of what we're going to be doing today. Nope, I might just have the wrong screen up. Close enough. There we go. There we go. This overview of what we're going to be doing today. We've got the first match is Jackie Chan's Action Kung Fu. Then we'll be doing Kabuki Quantum Fighter. Then Jackie Chan's Action Kung Fu again. Then the second mystery game, which we don't know what it is yet. And finally, our showdown 4-way Jackie Chan match. It should be pretty cool. But let's get back to this first match here. Are both players ready to start?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, well, I'm going to count you guys down. 3, 2, 1, go. And they're off. So here's the rules of this game. In each match, both players will have 30 minutes to complete as many attempts as they can of a particular goal of this game. The goal is just a subset of the game. They're not beating the whole game. They're beating just a couple levels of it. It should take them several minutes to complete a run, so they should have time to do plenty of runs within the half-hour period. The player who has the best time at the end of the match, at the end of the half-hour, is the winner of this match. All the players have a ranking. There's a ranking system, and the player who wins ranking will go up, and the loser's ranking will go down. The goal for this, let me see. Oh, the runs that are being done are done on emulator, and the input recordings of those runs are automatically uploaded to our server, and we will check the time, get the official timing down to the frame. So even though you see splits on the top of the screen, which are hit manually by the player, that'll give you sort of an estimate of what their time is. But we will be getting exact timing down to the frame, courtesy of our timing expert, Arkhanno.
Hello.
Arkhanno is going to be generously timing all of these runs for us, and you'll see the official timing appear in the top right. That box in the top right will show what the official time is for the best run from each of those 2 players. So the goal for this first match here is just to beat stage 1, the first stage of this game. And there's a couple parts to the stage, and there's a boss at the end, and that's about it. It should take them, I don't know, what, on the order of 3 minutes?
Sounds about right.
Approximately, give or take, we'll see. Does anybody care to share what their personal best is at this goal?
About 305.
305? Okay.
Yeah, somewhere in there.
There aren't really a lot of things that'll slow you down imperceptibly. I mean, most of the time, if you're going to be losing time, it'll be pretty obvious. So I bet we're going to see most of the completed runs being in a pretty similar time range. It's just going to be a matter of the small optimizations that you can do. One of the things that always strikes me as interesting about this game is how big the sprite is. This is exceptionally large for an NES platformer.
Yeah.
It's almost on the scale of like a Game Boy game, the relative size of the character to the screen.
Yeah, you normally expect something smaller, so there's more screen space for enemies or platforming and all that. The Jackie Chan's action kung fu actually makes it work. It looks really nice and it plays really well.
Yeah, and there's a fair amount of enemies on the screen at once, and it manages to handle it all and give you enough space to do what you need to do. This isn't a particularly long game. I forget how long the task is. It's pretty short. So we're actually going to see a good portion of it. One of the things about this game is there's a lot of auto-scrollers and just fixed timer levels in this. So making the goals was a little bit tricky, trying to come up with spots where we had decent speedrunnable gameplay that were all, contiguous. There was a lot of, great stuff in this game that would make good goals, except it's all spread out with auto-scrollers in between. So it was a little tricky, but I think ultimately we came up with something usable. Plus, we've used this game before on SGL, and we used one of the best, speed gameplay sections already, so I had to pick stuff that was new.
For some reason, I'm not able to see the restream of player 2.
Is it up on the mainstream?
It's up.
It's up on the
yeah,
mainstream.
everything looks fine.
It's not working for me. Oh well. Just have to do without for now.
So yeah, I don't know, is this the only Jackie Chan game? Or have they made, Rush Hour game or something like that? What?
I'm sure there has to be other games.
It's gotta be other games with Jackie Chan in it. Quick Wikipedia list of Jackie Chan video games.
Yeah, there's a category for it. Oh man. So there's the Jackie Chan Adventures video game. There's Stuntmaster. JMat Fitness. I don't know what that is. Yeah. Let's take a look at JMat Fitness. It's like a pretty cool game. Zavix port? What is that?
It's an arcade game. Jackie Chan's Fists of Fire, huh? Yeah, who were the players that played this last time? I gotta look that up.
Mythical and Red Aramer, I think.
Oh yeah, that's what it says. Looks like it. Wait a minute, Mythical just told me he knows nothing about this game. What a liar.
He must have blocked it out.
What? Alright. Let's get this liar in here to commentate on... to explain himself.
His win was such a bad experience that he blocked it out completely.
So yeah, just over 306, the first run submitted. And we'll have the official timing for that up in a moment. Alright, now it's time for me to set some arbitrary goals here. So sub 3 minutes is what I'm hoping for.
Impossible.
Impossible? Okay.
I think even the task just barely manages that.
Okay, well then, I expect you guys to be at the task level.
Okay, no problem.
Oh man, this mystery game.
Yeah.
It's a rough one to learn this quick.
It sure is, but... Which one, the first mystery game or the second?
Second.
It is. Fortunately, it's just one level, though. So.
Yeah, it's still just... I mean, I can beat it. It's just trying to actually go really, really fast is...
Well, then don't go really, really fast. Just go moderately fast.
That is just not allowed.
It's just heresy.
And I don't have a video of somebody going moderately fast.
There's plenty of YouTube videos of people going moderately fast. That vertical section seems pretty simple, but I always lose time in vertical sections. In any kind of platformer, I find that I'm always losing frames just because I'm not jumping at the very earliest you can. It's one of those things that's really easy to lose time and not even know why. We got another... Oh, it looks like it was in the PB then. But Razielim had another one come in.
The boss is pretty much the only place we can actually lose time. Everything before that is most of the time the same. Time-wise.
Yeah, that is about the only place I found to optimize.
Oh, you didn't want to submit that one, Razielim? Or I mean, HyperZoot?
Yeah.
No, that was way off.
Garbage run? Okay, no problem. Worried
Did you
about...
submit one before HyperZoot?
I should have submitted two, actually.
Okay, just making sure.
Okay.
It's weird that it didn't save it on the splits.
Yeah.
Did you see the runs get uploaded?
I see 2 from HyperZoot.
Okay, that's good.
Just-
I'm not sure why the splits didn't save then.
Just wanted to make sure.
Unless he hit clear or something.
I don't know, I just hit restart.
Oh, make sure that after you complete the run, you press the Y button when it says
Yeah.
to. So there's power-ups in this game. Are they useful to you? I see that spin, whatever you call it, somersault jump. It got a little bit of use.
The somersault jump is probably the most game-breaking one for the second goal, but in first goal it's pretty useless. The upwards kick is probably the most useful one because it's the most easiest to use, but the kick that goes to both sides just misses a bunch of times, so it's not that good.
I think I'm the opposite. I like the double spin kick that I've currently got. But the somersault one is definitely very nice in the second goal.
Alright, so it looks pretty close so far. HyperZoot's best run 305.02 and Razielim's 305.92.
Yeah, I just want to make sure that I'm all caught up. Raz only sent in 1, HyperZoot sent in 2, correct?
Yes.
I think that's correct. Yeah.
Okay. That's all I see in the site.
And there's a little bit of auto-scroller action going on in here. It's definitely very difficult to find parts of the game without auto-scrollers, so this is the one speed game auto-scroller you have to deal with.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
This is Mythical. I'm here mostly to do commentary for Kabuki coming up next, but I did play this game for an hour and a half. That's enough, right? I know everything
that
now.
That counts. You know more about it than I do, I'm sure.
Yeah, this was a mystery game.
Yep,
for me.
episode number 20, I think we had this as mystery game.
It plays super well. Like, I was comfortable with moving around and killing things in like 10 minutes. Yeah.
It's a pretty
I'm
decent game
excited.
for a blind race too.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I think that's probably how this was brought to my attention. This may have been one of the Blecky suggestion games, I think. Which means it probably came from a blind race.
I believe it was one of our weekly blind races at some point. I think people really liked it. Not exactly sure.
Well, it probably wasn't the mystery tournament because it's a good game.
Yeah.
People generally pick terrible games for the mystery tournament.
Well, you have to, submit some stuff, people haven't played, or at least you try to, and so it ends up being a lot of random junk people find.
Well, you don't play the game you submit, so I suppose there's not really a big incentive to pick good ones, huh?
Yeah.
So let someone else play this game.
Yep, we have another 305 thereabouts.
Pretty good. It's not sub 3 though. I'm not happy yet.
Working on it. Let me just quickly find this game-breaking bug that saves 2 minutes.
Right. You do some crazy lag reduction. There doesn't really seem to be that much lag. I would be surprised if you were to find 5 minutes worth of, or 5 seconds worth of lag in this 3-minute goal.
Oh, Jadian says a full blind race with 99 continues only took them, less than an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very easy game with 99 continues.
How do you get 99 continues?
It's just a cheat code at the
Oh,
start.
okay, I see. Yeah, without the continues, I can see this being challenging. 'Cause it's not super hard, but it's, there's definitely lots of places you can die.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder what Jackie Chan was doing around the time this game got released. Like, what put him in the public eye and made someone think, wow, we should make a video game about this guy. I mean, I know he'd been doing kung fu movies for a long time, but generally when they, bother to make a franchise type game, or a licensed game of some kind, it's to promote something.
So this came out in 1990. And now I'm on IMDb for Jackie Chan.
Right, see what Jackie Chan was doing in 1990.
Man, these rolls are killing me. If you get a roll in front of the boss, you pretty much have to reset.
So it looks like he wasn't even really all that popular in the West at this point. like he's got tons and tons and tons of Chinese movies, but well, where are some of the ones I remember? No, wait, Super Cop 2.
Oh, there you go.
93. Rumble in the Bronx was 95. That, I think, was his big breakout in the West.
That may have been the first Jackie Chan movie I saw. Probably Rumble in the Bronx.
5 years before that, he was a video game star.
Wow. Well, I mean, maybe it's a, released in Japan first, and so he maybe had a following in Japan before in the States, perhaps? I don't know.
That seems likely. Not exactly a whole lot of localization needs to be done. So
Right.
might as well just put it out.
Just translate all that plot into English.
As far as I know, he's always been very supportive of, I don't know, getting kids active and stuff. So I think he would be down with video game stuff.
All right.
The arcade fighting game is a cult classic in the fighting game community. Jackie Chan's Fists of Fire. You should look up some YouTube clips of it. I think 4 of the 10 characters are Jackie Chan. But the game is basically horribly broken. Like there's a character who's basically safe on everything he does, and if you go to Evo somewhere, you'll find some people in a dark room doing cash games of Jackie Chan.
Oh man.
Fantastic.
This is a pretty colorful game. I mean, it's a good-looking game. They did a good job with the colors and the sprites and all that. It doesn't have the Ness Brown syndrome too much. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising how good this looks. When did it come out?
1990. So they definitely had some time to, perfect the art of making NES platformers by then, but
Yeah.
still, it's good to see that they did a good job with it.
I love the sprites for the power-ups.
Yeah.
Little like whirling dude.
So, do you want to go through what some of these power-ups do? Some of these power-ups that we won't see? There's like the tumble, which we will see, the air somersault. That spin kick is just... Does it do more damage than a regular kick? Is that the idea?
Every one of the
yeah.
special moves does 2 damage instead of 1.
I see.
And there's also like a straight kick that you have 9 charges of, but doesn't hit behind you.
I can't even think of a place where you have to hit behind you.
Yeah. And there's the dots. When you pick up the red dots and you can shoot a projectile on your basic attack, like you can charge it up, Mega Buster style. But I don't know how useful that is.
Sadly, it's rather useless because you actually have to stand still when you fire it.
Oh, that's no good. Can't fire it in the air, huh?
No, it slows it down still.
What do you think about the hitboxes on that kick?
It's actually very generous.
Yeah, it seems like it. It seems like it.
What's even more generous is the invincibility frames on your specials. Like every special makes invincibility, it gives you invincibility for a few seconds, and it's actually a rather large window. I forgot a split, or whatever.
we're at 6.5 minutes left on the clock, in case you were wondering.
I'm also watching some of our competitors practice Kabuki. And there's a couple of strange mechanics about it that I think are a little hard to learn in an hour, particularly ice.
Yeah. Yeah, and the knockback when you get hit is a little weird.
Ah, the boss with spin kick is so weird. You have to hit him with like the strike that hits behind you.
Oh, come on.
Oh wow, someone in chat clued me into the music. Someone has made an 8-bit remix of a lovely little lullaby type song from Chrono Cross. The chiptune stuff on Rainwave is pretty cool. It's not just video game tracks, it's, you know, lots of things that people have made.
What are those green things that are shaped like an L that come flying at you?
Chucks.
Oh, they're nunchucks. Oh, okay, I see that now. Don't you normally need a person to... Oh, I guess that whatever is in the jar there is winding them up and throwing them.
Yeah.
I see. Now it makes a little bit more sense than none at all.
Wind up nunchucks.
Right. That fly like a helicopter after you throw them.
That's how mine work.
Right.
I mean, isn't that how they work for everyone?
Sure.
Also, for the record, I'm having trouble seeing Stream 2 as well.
Weird. I see it. Okay. I don't know. And you've tried stopping and restarting that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, no.
I've also tried reopening the browser. Or completely closing it down and reopening it. Tried eventually changing quality options, but that doesn't seem to work at all because there's no other quality options. Everything doesn't work.
I forget my second split every single time.
So the match is winding down. We're under 3 minutes now.
So yeah, we did get, well, we have 2 runs that are under 305. That's cool. But it's still a pretty small separation between the players, half a second.
That's actually quite big on this goal.
Yeah, I guess on this goal that is a lot, isn't it? I'm curious to see how much lag is happening in these runs. Because when when the time gets down that low, you basically have to be concerned about little things like that.
Yeah. See if I can find out.
Yeah, if you turn on the lag counter, you should be able to see it.
Yeah, that's what I just did.
Okay.
Load up the other ones. See the difference.
It's impossible.
Got 1 minute to go. So the way this works, when the timer runs out, it'll be sudden death mode, and whatever run the player is currently in the middle of, they'll have to continue. They'll have one last chance to reset as the timer runs out if they want to, but once the timer is stopped, no more resets after that point. Stick with whatever run you've got. Right now, though, the ball is in HyperZoot's court. It's got to shave off that half second somewhere. Clearly, either player is capable of it. We just gotta see who gets that magic run in.
So it looks like both players are consistent at 42 to 43 frames of lag. In the whole 10,000 some odd frames. There's very, very slight lag.
Yeah, that's not very much for that. Alright, so time is oh, I should stop this. Time is up, but you guys have your last chance to reset. And now your window of opportunity is closed. So you're stuck with whatever run you're in the middle of doing. Both players with an even first split. You got a green one and a red one.
I think if that split isn't 0-0-0, you're lying to yourself.
Right. It means you have a problem hitting splits, I guess.
We have some super anticlimactic bubble bobble music going on for this finale.
Yeah, the bubble bobble music sounds so casual to me. It's like really relaxed and just compared to this white knuckle kung fu action that we're watching, it's just a weird fit.
Well, it works for the auto-scrollers.
There you go. It's good music for an auto stroller. There we go. Not quite enough to improve PB on HyperZoot's side. So Ark will get the official timing for that, just in case. But it's looking like this match is going to belong to Razielim.
I just gotta kick a statue in the face first.
Right.
No. Okay. Nothing.
Oh, missed a shot. So that's probably going to be bad. Yep. Okay. Cool. All right. Well, congrats to Razielim for winning that one by half a second. Very small amount. Actually, 0.35 seconds. So closer to a third of a second now. Now, next game we have coming up here is going to be Kabuki Quantum Fighter. So let me get set up for that. In the meantime, the second mystery game is revealed as Ninja Gaiden. Ninja Gaiden 1 for the NES. And
What is
they're-
that? I've never heard of that.
It's a game. I can't even remember what it's about.
I think it's got pirates.
That's the one with the chef and the frying pan.
Ninja Gaiden is all about birds.
Oh, that's true. There's birds, isn't there? Yep.
Tell me more about this
bats.
game. It sounds interesting. Like, do you ride on the birds, or are they just kind of there?
They're everywhere.
Ooh.
All right, so we've got. Let me see. We've got Setz and Razielim playing this match. It's going to be an interesting one. Kabuki Quantum Fighter is a tricky game to learn for a mystery goal because it's just, it's just a lot to get a handle on. But we'll see how they do. Have either of you guys completed a run successfully?
I have. I've gotten some
Well.
decent ones.
Okay, good. Just making sure.
I had like 1 or 2 decent ones.
All right. Well, all it takes is one decent one, so let's see what happens. All right. Are both players ready to start?
I am absolutely ready.
I want to switch it so it's just one split. Raziel, on your side, you might want to switch it so it's one split.
Yep, working on it. Okay, ready now.
All right, cool. All right, I'm gonna count you guys down